Today on 2-Minute IT Jams, we are joined by Chris Dahl, who is the co-CEO of PIN Payments. PIN Payments simplifies the process of accepting debit or credit card payments in local or foreign currencies for small to medium businesses in Australia and New Zealand. Chris joins us today to tell us more about PIN Payments solutions and the infrastructure the company has throughout the ANZ region. Thank you for coming along, Chris, and welcome to the Jam.
Good to be on the Jam.
So for a business that hasn't worked with PIN Payments before, what are your key products and offerings?
Sure. So as you stated, PIN Payments, we're an online payments provider helping over 12,000 small to medium businesses in Australia and New Zealand. We've been around since 2013. More recently, have launched into New Zealand as well, and can help. There's two types of customers that we help. The first is your typical small to medium business who are looking to accept online card payments from their customers. So that might be adding card payments to a website, online store, or simply just adding a payment link to your invoices, so your customer has the choice of transferring or paying with card. There's over 5,000 of these small to medium businesses in New Zealand, and so we've sort of now entered the market to provide them with another option and provider when it comes to taking online payments. So that's the first type of customer. The second one are software platforms. So these are software companies who are looking to build payment features into their software, so that when their customers use their software, they can take payments. This is a really big growing industry where most payments want to be able to start integrating payments. And a good example of that, one of our customers who started in Australia, but we've now helped expand into New Zealand, is called Revolutionise Sport. And they're the largest grassroots sports registration platform that help sporting clubs manage the club and competitions, and obviously also take payments from their members.
Awesome. And what are the most recent improvements or innovations in your offerings?
Sure. There's a couple. We're really proud and excited about expanding to New Zealand, because it now means that if we go back to my example then, it also means we can help New Zealand businesses and platforms expand into Australia, so help both New Zealand and Australian customers. But looking at the product, we've also just recently rolled out Apple Pay and Google Pay. So those platform businesses, those small to medium businesses, can now offer both Google Pay and Apple Pay as a payment method for their customers, which helps build a more streamlined payment experience for their customers. It's not necessarily an innovation, but we think it's really relevant and really impactful for New Zealand businesses. We've recently reduced our rates for New Zealand businesses, and this is off the back of the Reserve Bank in New Zealand capping interchange fees. So our rates used to be 2.9% per transaction, our starting rates. They've now been reduced down to 1.9%. So it's a pretty meaningful reduction for businesses. And we're hoping that either it means more money in their back pocket if they're already accepting payments, or it might be what it needs to get some of these businesses to start taking payments online, because now it's less costly to do so.
Fantastic. And Chris, you're talking about a lot of exciting things that you've recently done and things. So what trends are the next kind of big focus for your product development teams?
So we're super focused on sort of our customers and what our customers need. What we're working hard to get out the door at the moment is an improvement to our integration with Xero. We've been integrated with Xero since 2013, where we made it possible to have online payments for your invoices. So when an invoice gets sent out to your customer, there's a payment button that allows them to pay with card if they choose to. The other side of that is reconciling. So we've now almost finished integration with Xero. So when you log into Xero, then there'll be a PIN Payments bank feed. So you'll be able to basically see all of the payments from us that we put into your bank account and quickly and easily reconcile with your invoices. What that means for the small business operator or their bookkeeper is that they can reconcile much, much faster than before. So we feel that will be a real complete solution for our businesses who are using Xero and PIN Payments.
Awesome. And what kind of infrastructure or resources does PIN Payments have in the Australian and New Zealand markets?
So the first thing I wanted to make clear is that the platform in Australia and New Zealand is like for like. So we haven't built a superior or inferior product in either market. It's the same platform in both markets, which I think is really important for those platform customers I spoke about who might want to expand into the other markets. So they know that they're going to have the same functionality and capabilities for their customers in both Australia and New Zealand. So that's the first thing. The second thing to point out is that PIN Payments, we're a part of checkout.com, which is a global payments company with over 2,000 employees. So a really robust, knowledgeable team spread across the whole world that we've been able to leverage and launch our product into New Zealand. So it means that we've got the team behind it. They've got the most modern payments platform around. And what that means for us is we can innovate quickly and also have higher acceptance rates for our customers as well.
Awesome. And so if a scale-up would like to engage with PIN Payments, what is the best way to get in touch?
As per usual, the website's probably the first place to go. So pinpayments.com. Our phone number's on there. We love to have a chat. So feel free to give us a call and have a chat or reach out via email.
Fantastic. Well, it's been brilliant to learn more about PIN Payments and how you're making life easier for your customers. Thank you so much for joining us on the Jam, Chris. We look forward to hearing more from PIN Payments in the near future.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks for having us.